Hello, and welcome back to the Bunny and Dragon Network, and welcome to Draig Dice. And wow, my mic is peaking. Sorry about that. Hello, everybody. I said hello, everybody.
And I said hello.
Right, so we're joined today by one fabulous player, and everyone else appears to be.
Yeah.
Hello.
Everyone else appears to be non-existent,
completely
not
silent.
here.
So, I am the Dungeon Master, and I'm joined today by Amelia, Chubba, Bunny, and Sword. How are you guys doing?
Hey, good.
And
I'm doing good as well.
And today we're continuing in our Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, which I realize I've never actually said the title on stream, but the title of this campaign is What Lies Below. It's very dramatic. So, welcome back to What Lies Below. A quick recap from last time, and there will be an announcement. Any announcements? Once again, charity. The donation link's there. Macmillan Cancer Support, amazing charity. Do check them out. Quick recap of last time. After heading down into the sewers, the party began their trek to find the lair of the Pipers. And they ran into a few cultists and began a battle. One of them ran off and Jomin followed close behind. They found an even larger group of cultists and engaged in a bloody battle against them. And did indeed manage to defeat most of them, and the others started running away. One cultist got locked out of the safe room that the rest of the cultists were hiding in. And as Boohurt closed in on him, he just shouted out, "I surrender." And this is very much where we are right now. You guys are down here. There's quite a few dead cultists around, and there is one living cultist just ahead of you that is got his hands up and surrendering. Most of you are in the central corridor, and then Boohurt, you chased up after this guy and gone right up to him. And, well, take it away, guys. Who's doing what? What are you guys doing?
So I have the cultist in front of me that I've been chasing down.
Yep, he's there. The cultist is right there in front of you.
Oh, your friends have locked you outside of us.
I guess so.
Boohurt looks down at his sword, considering for a moment. If you value your life, you will help us get inside that whatever way that you can.
What, that room? As he turns and as he looks behind him. Why do you want to get in there? Currently, he can only see you.
To take back the kids that you've stolen.
How did you know they were in there? We thought we hid them. How did you know?
There are many things that I know. You have not been as secretive as you thought you were.
I can't get in. It's locked from the inside. They're not going to let anyone in while they know you're out here.
There's only one way in, one way out.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, there might be a second door, but But they locked that one from the inside as well. Yep. Yeah, if you wish to move closer to where people and group up, then feel free to move yourselves. Yeah, sure, there might be a second. I think there's a second door in the room, but there is a second door, but it's locked as well. It never gets opened. It's...
Matilda goes and then asks the cultist about whether the cult, like, raises the dead and makes them become undead.
What? No. No, we don't... You don't know much about us, do you? You think we waste our time messing around with undead? There are far more powerful forces in this world than a zombie. You really know nothing.
Just walks straight past this guy, shoulder barging him out of the way to get to the door.
And you get up and you can see up ahead of you, you can indeed see the door up ahead. It's again this huge sewer gate door that's locked, that's currently closed, and it's this big heavy metal. You can see it domes outwards away from you into where the room is, but it doesn't budge when you push against it.
There's no lock or anything that could be picked, is there?
No, there's no lock. There's pipes, and there's obviously the mechanism for the lock that it has, but it's not a simple key lock. It's a a big valve lock. Jomin, are you sticking up there, or are you also gonna move down? Yeah, some people's your foundry's being a bit slow. That's Sheba, that's fine. It should be fine. Yeah, you want to move down? You can go ahead and move yourself down. You'll never go in there. You're already too late. The guys are...
Matilda suggests, how about one or two of us go and try the other door?
Can everyone tell me what their pluses to perception are?
Mine is +8.
+7.
+7.
Dave has +8. What about Jomin? Jomin shedding the light has a +9 perception. Okay, just wanted to know. So, what are you guys doing? You get the door. The cultist currently with you is standing behind you guys.
Oh, also, since the cultist surrendered, I'm assuming he dropped his weapons and that we've disarmed him.
He did drop. He did drop a weapon. Drop the dagger he was holding on the floor.
Well,
Okay,
since Tazaki is right next to him, Tazaki will pick up the dagger.
Yeah, he drops that dagger on the floor.
Matilda suggests that maybe 2 people stay with the cultist, another 2 go round to the other side and try the other door.
The other door will be exactly the same as this. We need to break through it somehow. Does anyone have any spells or anything that
try
can...
and open the door isn't in case they try to get out of the door, Boo Hurt. So that way, they have them surrounded on both sides.
It's better not to split up. We need to get through this door.
As you're standing here, make me
But if
perception
we
checks. Those of you
Split up
closest to the door.
then.
Perception check coming right up.
Yep, to the three of you who are down there. Meanwhile, Dave sticks with you, Jomin. Okay, 20. So, Tazaki and Buhurt, you both hear the sound of a... You hear the sound of the other door on the other side closing and locking.
Wait, the door being what? The door being opened from the other side,
You
or
hear
the other door?
sound of a door closing. You hear it. You hear the sound of a big heavy metal door on the other side slamming closed and locking.
Hey guys, I think they just locked themselves in the room. There's no way out now. If we just need to cover the other door. But
You really are idiots. You thought this was where we have the child? I heard that door. They weren't locking themselves in. They were closing it back. No doubt whoever they sent out the other door has already gotten to the master and warned him of your presence by now. Oh, you really should have been paying more attention. And I mean, really. Give me a second. And the three of you, you see he draws a knife out of his the back and attempts to strike at Tazaki as he draws a dagger from behind his back. Does a 15 hit you, Tazaki?
no, I have AC 18.
Okay, well, he attempts to strike you, but you see the knife come in and you're able to dodge it.
Do we roll the initiative, or do we just kill him?
You can all choose what you want to do, and you essentially, yeah, he's already injured. You can choose if you want to make an attack, roll some attacks, and see if you kill him. Meanwhile, Jomin, Dave comes up to you to make sure you're okay. Yeah, he did terribly miss that strike. Dave comes up to you. So if you guys want to make attacks, you can. 14 to hit, really, Buhurt. Ooh, not rolling very high, are you? This time, that does miss. A 16 from your pepperbot. Okay, does Matilda wish to roll? So, Buhurt, you will obviously have to, like, move in closer in order to attack. Is Matilda making any moves as well? Yeah. Matilda, you're not really able to actually get squeezed by because of those two blocking up the way, so you'd have to make a range strike if you wanted to make an attack. You wouldn't be able to melee him.
Okay, I'll try
Which is a shame,
range
because your roll there is the only one that actually would have hit.
I stepped back. I was stepped back
Would you
and
have-
let Matilda go forwards because I have
Okay.
a vein.
I will allow that, so go ahead, Matilda, and roll the damage.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Dave comes up to you, Joe, and just, are you okay? That's not Dave's voice, but I don't remember his voice. Are you okay? Yeah, so, as he fails to stab, you guys attack. 2 of your attacks miss, but Matilda manages to stab. And Jomin, you and Dave up there you hear a bit of laughter, and then you hear a gunshot coming from down below as you say that. How do you react? I know how Dave will react, and that's by running down to see what's happening. How about you? Yep. You say that to Dave, and he's like, "Yes, you're right." And the two of you run down. And as you get down to the where everyone else is, you see an arm. You can see the guy, one armed cultist here with a dagger drawn, who's just been stabbed by Matilda and is looking very unhappy. He holds the dagger into the air. Now, Jomin, would you like to make an action as you get down? Dave essentially spends his whole time running forwards. He doesn't have enough time to make an action. You, from that distance, you do have time to make an action if you wish. What would you like to do? What shall the magnificent Jomin do today? You are to cast magic weapon. So casting that will enchant your weapon, and it lasts for... It only lasts for a minute, so... Are you sure you want to use that now? Because it doesn't last for very long. Yeah? Okay, are you casting it on your weapon, or so... Are you casting it on your one of your weapons? Your weapon? Your short sword, is it? Okay, well go ahead and cast it. Okay, spell effect, magic weapon. On your short sword. So, what are you doing as you enchant your magic weapon? And your sword glimmers with magic. As you do that, the cultist, raising his dagger, shouts. He shouts out, "For the glory of the Dream Lord!" And at this point, we will roll an initiative because the one round of actions has no active. What? Add an active encounter then. Create encounter. There we go.
That's high.
A 26 on initiative. That is very good for you, Tazaki. Boo has gone. Oh yeah, Dave needs to make an initiative. Dave gets a 16. What about Jomin? Can Jomin roll an initiative, please? Okay. So, Tazaki. Hold on, actually.
Alright, so... Oh.
Give me a second.
Oh no.
I'm afraid Tazaki... Yeah. Tazaki, you are first. What would you like to do?
That was a nat 20 I heard.
What would you like to do?
Oh dear.
So Tazaki will use the entire turn to fully reload their gun.
Okay, you use all your free actions and you reload your pepper box. That is the entirety of Tazaki's turn. Matilda, what would you like to do?
Matilda uses. Oh yeah, Matilda gets her spear out, and wait, Matilda already has a spear out, I thought. But Matilda tries to stab the cultist with the short sword for one action. Because no. Aha. Oh dear. That's not going to hit.
A 15 will not hit, I am afraid.
And then she prepares her spear.
Okay, so you're gonna take your spear out, are you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so you go ahead and draw your spear. Boohurt,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing?
I'm in attempt to kill the cultist.
Go ahead and make an attack.
Tell you what, because I'm I'll make a power attack
Mm-hmm.
for my costing 2 actions.
Okay, and I've forgotten exactly what power attack does, but okay, but the fin automatically does it. So if you are a power attack, just tick the power attack fin and then make a strike. Oh, yeah, that's what I did.
Wait,
It
Wait,
counts as...
how do I
Pardon?
how do I tick the thing?
So under your actions, at the top of the list of actions, where you're just above your strikes, where your sword is, there's the power attack with a little box, and just click the box to tick it, and it'll activate it, and then you make the attack. So at the top of above your sword attack, you see,
Yeah, there we go.
and then now
I
automatically
was-
apply power attacks damage.
Ah.
And if strike hits, you deal an extra die of weapon damage. 16. Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Damn it.
You have 1 action left after that failed attack. And if you make one more normal attack, you will have to do it with the biggest multi-attack penalty.
Yep.
So what are you doing for with your last action?
Attacking again.
Right,
So
that's-
annoying, 'cause this one hits, but this one doesn't.
That should have been the biggest multi-attack penalty, minus 10, because power attack counts as 2 attacks. So
Oh, does it? I thought it only counts one.
no, it counts as 2 attacks while calculating your multiple attack penalty. So it's just that whatever you got there minus 5, so that's an 18 total. Which does still hit. Yeah, so power attack counts as 2 attacks for your multi-attack penalty.
Yeah,
that does
There
still
doesn't
hit.
seem much point. It doesn't.
Well,
There doesn't seem much point
extra
using
damage.
power attack. Yeah, but you might as well just do 2 different attacks.
But
I know
that's
it-
then
it's-
less chance of hitting, because if the second attack will have less chance of hitting, the power attack lets you do extra damage with your first attack, which will have a much better chance of hitting. That's really the point behind it, I think.
Well, I think I accidentally hit critical because my notifications. I'm trying to close them.
Oh no, you need to untick power attack because it thinks it rolls power attack damage.
Ah, okay. There we go.
So yeah, if you untick the power attack and then just roll the damage, just straight up roll the damage of the attack, that's 11 damage. So how do you want to kill him?
I just cut him from the shoulder, basically from his right side, and just cleave him in half from the shoulder to the hip. Just cutting his torso in half.
Okay, you do that. You cut and cut him in half. Blood splurts over the wall, yourself and Matilda and Dave behind. And even Saki. German is really the only one of you that doesn't get splattered with blood at this point. And he collapses to the ground dead, but still smiling and choking to death on his own blood just before he goes for good. Still laughing.
Right. Let this door
That
open
dude's
then.
crazy.
So Dave moves forwards to try and force open the door. Actually, that's what he'll do on his turn. And he's gonna, I guess, make a strength. He'll make a strength check, a check to try and force open the door if he can. It'd be very hard because you know it's a big steel, proper door. 23, big steel. Yeah, 23 is gonna. It's close, but that's not gonna cut it for forcing a door like this. He starts forcing it, and the door. There is some give to the metal, but you know it's a very sturdy door. It gives a little, but doesn't fully break open yet. Joe, actually, at that point, as Dave steps back, he's like, I don't think I can. You hear a, and the door opens up as you see a cultist standing there, dagger in hand, smiling out to you. Then he sees that you guys are standing right there, sees the other guy's dead. His smile lessens a bit. He's like, ah. Thought you'd keep you busy for longer. Jomin, it is your turn. You hear the voice coming. You can't quite see where it's coming from or what's happening down there, but you most definitely hear. You hear what's happening. You hear the voice. You want to move towards them? Go ahead. You can do that. I'm just gonna move the body to the side. Move the dead guy to the side, out of the way, so that you can move into the. There we go. So as you move up towards them, you can see, just about see into the room, though you can't quite. You can see the edge of like a knife and the edge of an arm, but you can't quite see who's up there. You do have obviously another movement, and you can move through your allies' spaces without a problem. If you want to keep moving, or if you want to stop there. Yep, so as you move up, you now see a guy up ahead with Dave standing right in front of him. Is there any? Yeah, you can get to like the side of Dave if you wanted to squeeze on next to him, because you have enough movement. It would be this side of him. Is where the space is. There's just enough space for two people side by side in these small sewer tunnels. Yeah, hold on. I might be able to. There we go. That should let you. And so that's your two actions. You have one action left. What would you like to do as you run up? What's Jomin gonna do? Can just sort, yeah. Do you want to attack? You do have an action, so you can make an attack if you wish. Yeah, okay, go ahead, make an attack. Excuse me. Sorry about that. There we go, let's just move the camera. Yep, so if you'd like to attack, go ahead and you can make a roll with your short sword. Yep, I'm okay. Oh, is it that then? Did you press the strike button from your actions, Finn? Strike, the one that says strike +7. There we go. A 10. Unfortunately, that will not hit. As you swing your swords, the dagger comes down and parries it away. And that unfortunately doesn't hit, I'm afraid. And that does bring the end of your turn. And Tazaki, is your turn. What would you like to do?
Right, now that Tazaki has their gun loaded, they see the cultist, a new threat, and they attempt to shoot at them.
Okay, go ahead, make an attack. A 23 will hit. So go ahead and roll damage. Also, if you target the enemy before you roll the attack with the select target spin, it will automatically tell you whether you hit or critical hit. Two damage. So you fire once past Dave's shoulder, and you manage to just about scratch the cultist. Not very much. You still have more actions though, so.
Tazaki will shoot at them again.
Make the second attack. So
And
this time you miss.
Yeah, hero point.
You're gonna hero point it? Okay.
Now I am going to need to.
Well, speaking of which, each person should have one more hero point than they currently have. I forgot to be able to add the hero points in.
So
that's really just you, Tazaki. You should have one more hero points than you do, which you're using now.
I need to add one here. So.
But then you're using it again. So go ahead and roll. A 5. I am afraid that is a critical fail. You turned it from a normal fail to a critical fail.
Ow.
That's not not particularly what you want to be doing.
Yeah.
So let's see, it's ranged. So you pull the trigger a second time, and the gun sparks, and sparks flitter out, but no bullet. The bullet is wasted. But it appeared. Did you do the reroll with hero points, Finn, or did you just reroll the attack? When you did
I
that?
just re-rolled, and yeah.
So
Do not worry though.
your gun has jammed.
I did all of the necessary to it.
And you added the extra bullets back, yeah.
Oh no. Yeah,
Your
I
gun
had
is
the extra
jammed. You will
bullets
have to
I took from me
you will
back.
have to spend 2 actions to fix it. You can spend the first of those now to start fixing it. Or actually, no, I don't. I think it has to be 2. It just says 2 actions fix. Yes, you can spend one of those now to start fixing it. Oh no, wait, that was your third attack, wasn't it? No, that was your second attack because you hero pointed.
No, a second.
You could spend 1 action now to start fixing it, and you'll have to spend another action to finish fixing it on your next turn. As your gun has jammed.
Alright, I'll spend 1 action now to start fixing it.
Yeah, so you start working on unjamming your gun. Matilda. There's limited space up ahead. There's no more room to squeeze in next to the guy. And to attack the guy, but range things exist. What do you want to do?
She tries and throws one of her spears at him.
Go ahead, make an attack.
Oh dear.
Well, it's not a critical fail, luckily for you. But that is a fail. So you try and throw the spear.
I'm
It
trying
almost.
to hero point it.
Do you wanna?
Yeah, let's hero point it.
Go ahead.
How
point?
do I
When
say hero point to redo it?
Should be if you right click. It should be if you right click on the thing, but it doesn't like to always work. So if you just minus a hero point from your sheet and then re-roll the attack.
Okay.
And
That's better.
I can minus the hero points easily enough.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Oh. Did that?
There we go.
There we go.
I minus some hero points. Yeah, 23.
A 23, that will hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
4. Plus
6
2
damage.
takes it.
So you throw, and for a second, the spear looks like it's going off to the side. It sort of skims just between Dave and the edge of the sewer, and almost ricochets off the edge into the cultist, striking him just beneath the rib cage, and sticking out through him, and he's damn rat folk, nosy adventurers. You've dealt a pretty serious blow to him, that much you are certain of. You still have 2 actions left as well.
Okay. I know I can't attack again. Is there any way to... So there's no way to get closer?
I mean, you have more spears, don't you?
True. Good point. So if I move my character back to where it was, and then I'll arm the other spear. And arm another spear.
Yeah, you can pull your spear out, which leaves you with 1 action that you can use to attack. It'll just be at a multi-attack.
I think I'll leave that with the spear in him until the end of the battle, and then rearm another one.
Yeah, so the spear
Because
you just
that'll
threw...
use the 2 out
Yeah.
to the 2 actions without the multi-attack penalty.
Right, so what do you want to use your last action on this turn? It's okay. Yeah, you use one
you
action
do also
to
have your
attack.
spell.
You use the second action to draw another spear.
I thought it was 2
Okay.
actions to
No,
draw another spear.
1 action to draw another spear.
It's
And
2
then
actions.
he tries to get a little bit closer,
Okay.
just behind Dave.
Yep, so you essentially step and you get to there. And Boo hurt.
And I'm going to. So I can drop my sword as a free action and draw a javelin as an action, correct?
Yes. Just don't actually press the drop button on your sword because that will
Yeah,
remove
yeah,
it
yeah.
from your inventory. Just sheath it and then draw the javelin.
Yep.
And make sure you're pressing the sheath and draw buttons and so on to make sure you keep track of what you've got equipped.
Also, I need to target the cultist, don't I?
Yeah, it's not necessary, but if you do, then it'll automatically tell you know if you crit and draw a crit card. Because obviously you can crit without rolling a nat 20.
Right. So I'm going to attempt to throw a javelin at the cultist.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Excellent. Can I re-roll that, please?
Yes, you may hero point that. See, the right click and reroll with a hero point works there. If you try right clicking have your character selected and specifically right clicking on the There we go. Yeah, so it worked for you there, didn't it? The reroll with hero points.
Yeah, there we go.
A 24. That will hit. That will not critically fail. So
Excellent.
right, so you, after her javelin goes past, you see the cuz just looks at you. Damn adventurous. You can't stop. You throw the javelin, pierces right through his chest. He falls back onto the floor without ever finishing his sentence.
There we go, Matilda. That's how you kill cultist.
And you actually have
Shut up, be hurt.
2 more actions, don't you?
Yeah. Can I get past Dave now that
Now
he's
that
not?
the guy is dead, yes,
threatening?
you can move past.
Okay.
And as you move into the room, you can see you can see this room with a few barrels, a few boxes inside. You can see there's a second sewer gate leading out that is currently open. And nobody else in the room, even though you definitely saw 3 people running in before.
I'm going to move sort of as basically go by the second door.
Yeah, well, you were by there, 5, 10, like 15, 25, because second diagonal, so 25 I think gets you to there. And then you can move up even more because you have one more action. 15.
Yeah.
Like 20, 25 could get you into there if you wanted, or you could just stay out here.
I'll
In here.
I'll sort of stay by the door. Is the door open then?
Yes, this door is wide open.
Okay, I'm sort of going to. Actually, yeah, I'll go through the door.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you move up through the door, and you're back out into another sewer corridor.
There's more tunnels this way. Follow me.
And Dave said something along the lines of realizing that there were 3 people who came in here, and that there should at least be one. If you know that at least one has been sent to warn the rest of the cult that you're here, there should be more. He will chase after, follow with you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's got another action. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he runs down. He gets to this place. It is rather dark though, and he stops here. He calls out for a light because it's very dark and he can't really see where he's going. So he stops by here. Gentlemen, you, the one whose entire armor is shining bright with light because you cast light on your armor, didn't you? So wasn't
it just a glove?
Oh no, yeah, your glove. Your glove is still shining brightly with this radiant light that you cast on it before. What do you want to do? You can see into the room. You can essentially see that they've run through the door. And you can see the room full of boxes and barrels and stuffs. What do you want? What are you gonna do? It's up to you. If you want to follow Dave, you are more than welcome to do that. Let's see, 20. You were by there. So 25 feet will get you to where Boo Hurt is, and then another 15. Another 25 gets you right behind Dave, and then you still have 1 movement action. So yeah, another 25 will get you down to there. And you'll still have a movement action left. And as you move down, illuminating the place and brightening up with your light, you can see the sewer tunnel. One continues downwards for a bit, and then there's another one that goes off in the direction that Dave is standing. And now that you're out here, you can hear faint echoing footsteps coming, echoing through the tunnels. You have an action left. You want to, yeah? So like by there? If so, that is perfectly fine. So is that where you want to stand? Yep. Okay. In which case, you can Tazaki. You spent an extra action moving, did you?
Yeah. So I picked my sword back up after throwing the javelin, and I did 2 actions of movement. I should have done 1 action of movement.
Ah. Okay, so you should be what about? Is it there?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tazaki, it's your turn. Everyone started moving along down into the tunnels once again.
Tazaki goes ahead and goes up after them.
Okay, go ahead and move.
10, 15, 25. So, 10.
Yep, 50 to 25
So
will get
5,
you onto
10,
Booherd space.
15, 25.
Then 5, 10, 15,
And then
20, 25 gets you to there.
15. Yeah, my foundry's a bit slow.
Yeah, well, 25 will get you to there. And then you, with 1 movement action left, you can keep moving. You've got a torch as well, haven't you? You do need to use one
Yeah.
action, at least 1 action to finish fixing your gun, if you're going to. So if you want to fix your gun this turn, you'll have to
Good point,
stop
good
there.
point. And then, yeah, I'll stop here and spend the final action fixing my gun.
So you managed to slot the barrel back into place, you fix it up, you managed to clear the jam, and your gun is operational again. Matilda, down at the back.
Matilda goes to the dead cultist, picks up her spear, and then joins everyone else.
Okay, so action to move forwards, action to pick up spear, another action to move, 5, 10, 15. You have 20 feet of movement, don't you?
Yeah.
So you can essentially get to just in front of Boohurt or next to Boohurt.
Whoa. Okay, I
Oh.
did not go there.
That seemed you a bit far.
Computer screen. Right. Whoa, what's happened there?
There's walls in the pillars that also will try and block movement if they can.
Yeah.
So 25 can get you to there,
Yes,
or
I did
just
that.
forward by there. Yeah.
Yeah.
20, I mean, yeah. Okay. Boohurt. It is your turn. We can hear also voices in the background from Saki.
Ah, sorry.
I'm gonna keep following after everyone.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, with 50, with 2 actions, you can reach Dave. You can get up to Dave with 2 actions, and then past him with a 3rd if you wanted to move past him.
Get up to Dave, and then so I can see, and then I'll decide what to do.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I'll keep going then. So I'll spend 1 more action of movement.
Okay, go ahead. And move however far you wish to move.
Wait, why has everyone stopped here?
Because this was as far as they were able to move.
Okay, I'll keep going then, sort of right up to the corner if I can.
Yeah, about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets you to there. So, as you get up to the corner, you can't see much because the tunnel ahead is very dark. You, however, as you're standing in the dim light of Jomin's light, an arrow flies out at you from the darkness. You hear, as you step around the corner and look down into the dark, you can see nothing down there, but you hear and a whoosh as an arrow flies out from the darkness towards you. Does a 13 hit you? I do not think it does.
No, it does not.
So an arrow whoosh flies past you, smashing into the wall of the sewer behind you as you realize someone is hiding in the dark, shooting at you. It is. Do you want to say anything? What do you want to do?
Careful, there's an archer ahead.
Dave cranks his fists together, and first of all, he does what Dave does. He rages. Rage. Dave rages, and then he runs up there. It's dark. He doesn't care. He continues running up to see if he can find, so Dave just runs past you and into the darkness. And dead guys can be cleared from the initiative order. Jomin, Dave has just run up just into the darkness. You're back here. What do you want to do? Oh dear, wait for me, says Jomin. Okay, you're gonna move after? Okay, well, you may make your movement actions. So 25 will get you there, and then another 25 will... by 15, 20, 25 will get... then another 25 will get you up to there. And as you round the corner and run up, Jomin, so you're that's full 25 movement to get you to there. As you run up around the corner, you can see it just up ahead, now illuminated by your light, an archer taking a knee at the end of the tunnel with her bow drawn and notched, ready to let loose a torrent of arrows at you guys. You have one action left. What would you like to do with your final action? Yep, so with your final action, you grab your shield from your back and you equip your shield. Okay. So you equip your shield. You haven't got it raised yet, but you now have it equipped, ready. So that in the future actions, you can you can raise your shield to avoid getting hit. So it's your turn, and the archer up ahead notches and begins rapid fire releasing arrows from her bow. However, if I'm correct, yep, you're within 30 feet. You're within the range listed. Okay, she has a -2 penalty to hit both Jomin and Dave. So she makes her first strike. Right, so she fires arrows one after the other. First, attempting to attack Dave, who is up at front. That makes it a total of 16. She misses. Her second arrow flies past to hit Jomin. What's your AC, Jomin? Ooh, nice. Very nice. Let's see, Jomin's AC is 18. So, Jomin, an arrow flies past Dave, an arrow flies past you, both arrows miss. A third arrow flies past both of you, aims towards Boohurt. Boohurt, what's your AC?
19.
Actually, it's 20.
Is it? Okay.
Looking at your sheet,
Yo,
it's 20.
Boohurt, why you scamming yourself out of 1 AC
Yeah,
point?
according to your sheet, it's okay, Jomin. Which means she actually got a critical fail to hit you, Boohurt.
Ha. That is excellent news.
Wow.
This is why, yeah, just never use the third attack. Just attack twice and then run. That's really what they should be doing. But, you know, if you're desperate, you don't always think. So, as she fires the third arrow, as she tries to fire the third arrow, it looks like she slips on the sort of, you know, the sewer is slippery and wet. And it looks like, as she's about to fire the third arrow, the sewer grate just underneath her foot is a bit loose and it buckles slightly. She almost tumbles. And the bow, instead of being pointed towards Boohurt, points down. And the arrow flies down into her foot as she becomes wounded, which isn't as much a problem for NPCs because they don't really, the wounded condition doesn't apply to them unless I feel like it, but yeah, she's wounded. Tazaki, you hear the commotion. Well, she's not a guard. She's not an adventurer. She's a cultist, so she's not going to take an arrow to the knee.
So Tazaki hears all of that, and
You hear
Tazaki
plans
run
and stuff.
over.
Yep. 10, 15, 25,
25.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 would kind of get you just
And-
at it.
Yeah, next to
Yeah, you can just about see her.
And third action, they use the newly repaired gun to shoot at her.
What's the range increments on your gun?
Let's see. 60 feet.
Okay. Go ahead and make it so it'll be a normal attack, so go ahead and make a strike.
Oh!
So, what?
Well.
Roll the damage. Two, and it's piercing, right?
Yeah, piercing.
Did you roll critical damage?
I hit nat 20. Did I hit critical? No, I didn't hit
it's
critical damage, no.
because you're.
Let me do that.
This is the thing with
there we
firearms.
go.
They do way more
10.
damage on a critical than they do normally. You have so
Yeah.
much more on a critical.
I can see that. Went from a 2 to 10.
Right, it went from 1d4 to 2 times 1d8 plus 1d8.
Yeah.
That you can. So it went from a maximum of 4 damage to a maximum of 8, 16. What's 16 plus 8?
16.
24? Yeah, it went to from a maximum of 4 damage to a maximum of 24
Yeah,
damage
24.
on a crit.
Wow.
Guns are crazy
Yeah.
when you crit with them. That's the whole thing about firearms. They're kind of weak, but if you get a critical hit, they do massive amounts of damage. And do
Yeah.
you want it to be bludgeoning or piercing damage? Because it deals either bludgeoning or piercing, whichever one they're not resistant to. It counts. So for the purpose of the crit, bludgeoning or piercing.
I'll go bludgeoning.
Okay, so you run up and you blast, and they are very much taken by surprise. You gain 1 action that you can use before the end of this turn to attack her again. So you can make an extra attack against her. It will count your multi-attack ability, but yeah, you get an extra attack against this lady as you
And
blast,
I shoot her again.
and a bullet flies down and strikes her.
Oh, another nat 20. What?
Someone
Two
needs-
nat 20.
No way. No way.
What?
Make another roll.
Someone clip that. Clip that.
Make another roll. Okay, yeah, roll the damage first. But, okay. Bludgeoning or piercing?
Bludgeoning again.
Okay, so...
Actually, no, piercing.
Okay.
I ain't gonna.
But...
I don't want to go into.
But it's a different...
I want to go.
It'll be a different effect each time, but... Okay, piercing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go piercing.
See, she's now clumsy 1 and enfeebled 2. Make another roll. I want to see you make another roll and see if you roll 3 nat 20s in a row, just because. It's not going to count as an actual attack against her, but for this time you blast another one and you blast straight into
17, not nat 20.
So this time you blast again and strike right into her side. Because
wow.
Both of your things were 21 and a 26, which both would have hit.
Wow.
Yeah. As you strike her again, and she is severely hurt by this. So she has clumsy 1, which means you take a penalty to AC with saves, ranged attack rolls, so on. And enfeebled, you take a penalty to strength rolls and DCs, including... Okay, wow. So you blast her twice, and blood spurts, and she falls back, taken aback and taken by surprise by the ferocity of your attack. As smoke billows out from the end of your pepper box, and blood billows out from her. She is very much... That is not good for her health. Matilda, it is your turn. At the
Matilda tries to catch up to where the others are.
Oh, Matilda has less speed than everyone, don't you? You have only 20 speed, don't you?
Yeah. How far can I go? From, like, it was around here I was. How far can I go?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15. That's about 20 is to there, I think. Then 5, 10, 15, 20. I think you can get to there. Poor Matilda.
Matilda's like, why did you all run off without me and have this adventure?
Jomin is small, but gets to have 25 feet of movement, and then poor Matilda at the back, just with 20 feet, has to lag behind. So you spend your turn catching up with everyone, possibly shouting at them for not slowing down.
Yeah.
Boohurt, it is your turn.
How far away am I?
You are 50 feet away from her, so 2 movements can get you right up to her.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sprint past everyone, yelling a war cry.
Yep. Okay, so you run, sprinting, yelling your war cry. What is your war cry? What is your war cry? Yeah, that sounds more like a pirate call.
Death is what I said.
You shout, oh, death. You shout death as you run up towards her. Last action
is an attack as soon as my sheet loads.
Yeah. Go ahead, make the attack. Will you finish this?
Page is being unresponsive. Hold on.
A 16. That will not hit, I'm afraid.
Do I hero point it?
I mean, I put the pause in to see whether you'd hero point it. I think technically you're meant to hero point before you know specifically exactly the results of it, right? You can hero point it if you want. Yeah, you rolled a 5 on the die, which was not much. Do you want a hero point it?
Yeah, I will hero point it, yeah.
Go ahead, reroll with the hero points then. see. That's
Come on.
another 16. Ouch. Unfortunately, no, you miss. So you swing, you run up, screaming death at her. Your war cry. She looks terrified. You swing your blade, and you get caught on like the same stumbly grate that she got caught on, and your blade whoosh, swings just over her head. As you're both now standing before each other, both in a bad way. Well, she's in a bad way. You just happens to miss her with an attack, but that does miss. Dave,
Oh, gosh.
meanwhile, runs up, moves past you. With you and Dave standing next to each other, the two biggest, it's a very tight squeeze. But Dave moves up and tries to punch her. He makes a strike and... Do you see that? I did reveal.
I see that. I see
reveal it
that.
to everyone. Dave gets a critical hit with his attack. So, busted shin. Until healed, the target is clumsy 1 and takes a -10 for status penalty to land speed. Oh my goodness, the amount of status effects on this poor woman. But I don't think that really matters. So Dave did 24 damage in that one hit. 24 damage. And that wasn't even the highest he can do. He can roll. It's 2 times 1d10 plus 6. So he can do a total, if a maximum on a critical hit with his Safe Fist of 16 times 2. That's 32 damage he can do. That would be enough to one-shot this lady if she was on full health. Dave runs forwards, past you, Boohurt, and slams his fist straight into her face. He's punching her with the force of the blow, pushes her down into the sewer grate. The grate bends underneath the force of her being punched into it, and she just lies completely still in an instant. You see the sewer water beneath you. Where now through the, you can see her body is partially, her head is at least has gone right through the sewer grate, the grate of the sewer, and is in the water, and you can just see red filling the water beneath you and spreading out among the sewers. Don't think anyone in this town should drink any tap water anytime soon. Well, no, the tap water doesn't come from the sewers. We know that, of course.
Yeah, that would be
That would be worrying. But you see the red.
Don't drink it.
Yeah, you see the red spreading through the sewer water beneath, and with that, the combat is most certainly over, as they are dead. They are all dead. As you're all able to gather up, you can move yourselves if you wish. As Dave takes a step back and takes a step back from her, moves back towards the rest of the party. As peace falls once again, 2 out of 3 of the people in that room are dead. There is no sign of the third one, but you would assume from what the guy was laughing about that the third one's probably long gone by now.
We need to find the last guy.
Matilda catches up and says, "What on earth have you been doing without me? I've had to spend all battle catching up, having no idea where you've gone."
Maybe if someone's legs were a little bit longer, you wouldn't have such an issue catching up. I can give you a piggyback next time if you'd prefer.
That might be a good idea, actually, then.
No. Quickly, we need to push forwards.
What about an ambush? What if we could get ambushed again?
Well, as you're moving up that way, Boohurt, it is really dark up there. You can only see a
Matilda
few
climbs
feet
onto
ahead of you.
Boohurt's back.
Okay.
Gentlemen, we need lights up here.
Meanwhile, Tazaki has also got a light. He's got a torch. Oh, yes, I'm coming, says Jomin. So you guys are heading up, eh?
Onwards.
Do you guys even know where you are going? And some of you are pretty badly injured, I will point out. Some of you have suffered a few injuries.
Who is this?
And you feel free to move yourselves where you're going, or tell me what you want to do. This is how the game works.
Who?
Matilda climbs onto Boohurt's back.
Okay, yeah.
Who is it? Injured. I'll treat wounds.
Pardon?
Who's injured?
Ah, you're having trouble moving. Oof. So yeah, Matilda climbs up onto Boohurt back. Dave is a little bit injured, and I think Matilda is. Dave is the most injured out of everyone. He's taken a bit of hurt over the last couple of fights. He's chugging on, and he's chugging on as best he can, but he has taken a fair few cuts and scrapes.
Do you want one of my health potions there, Dave?
Dave is fine. Dave has potions. Some of you guys do have healer's tools as well. Thank you, little one. I don't know if Dave says little one, but Dave won't. I won't die. Don't worry. Although some bandages would be helpful.
Potions?
Well, if you guys want to take time to treat some wounds and stuff, you can. You have. So at least 2 of you have healer's tools and know how to treat wounds. Including you, gentlemen. You have healer's tools. Yeah.
Matilda says, "I'll save my potions. I'll wait until I'm more seriously injured before I have my health potion."
So what are you guys gonna do? Who's gonna heal? Who's gonna do what? Who's gonna heal who? Who's gonna do what to who? You wanna heal Dave? Okay, how are you healing him? What are you gonna... Are you just gonna use your healer's tools? Okay, so is everybody gonna stop and just sit out here in the sewer tunnel until while German works?
Yeah, Tazaki will sit by there with Jomin.
And what
Matilda
about...
will stay on Boohurt's back so she doesn't get lost again.
Okay, and are you two gonna then just stick around while Jomin's doing some healing?
It's up to Boohurt.
Boohurt? Hello? If you're talking, then we can't hear you. But yes, so gentlemen, you can obviously feel free to heal, to use your healer's tools on Dave. So all you need to do for let's treat wounds was make a make me a medicine check. So make me a medicine roll. A 26. That is actually, if I'm calculating it correctly, that is actually a critical success on the treat wounds. So, go ahead and roll 4d8 for your critical success healing, because Jomin, you are good. You're a good healer. And so roll 4d8 for your heal. So, just if you, let's see, there should be treat wounds should be an action, right? Treat. If I try and add it as an action to your sheet, does that work? No, it doesn't like adding it to your actual sheet as an action for some reason. If you just type /roll 4d8. $19. Okay, so you restore 19 hit points to Dave as you bandage up what wounds he does have very effectively. It takes 10 minutes to do. Matilda, does anyone want to do anything during those 10 minutes as well? For example, people with focus pools can spend those 10 minutes to refocus and recover any focus points that they're missing. I think only 2 of you have focus pools, and 1 of you is doing the healing, so obviously you can't do that while you're healing. But yeah, you bandage up Dave's wounds really well. And he says thank you. Thank you. And at the end of that time, the rest of you just sort of sitting around and waiting. Is there anything else anyone wants to do during this period of time?
Yeah, Tazaki will try to get Jomin's attention. Hey, Jomin. I have something I wanna show ya. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't feel comfortable showing around everyone else. I just don't trust them that much. I trust you a lot.
So you go lead Jomin away to say this?
Yeah.
Okay, so you lead Jomin off to the side, depriving the others of some of their light. You leave the others in darkness as the light walks away.
Before that, Tazaki leaves the torch down here.
Okay, you leave the torch there so they have light, and you walk away with Jomin to talk to him.
Matilda could easily light one of hers.
Well, Tazaki has left his torch there, while Jomin and Tazaki are talking. So carry on. Go ahead. Yes, says Jomin. I suppose I have to narrate Jomin for the stream.
So, first I'm gonna need a larger area to show you. But tell me, How are you with spiders, for instance?
Spiders. Wonder where this is going. Well, we'll see how Jomin responds. They're a bit scary, but I'm okay with them, I guess. Why?
It's scary. Well, I have a secret which you're very privileged to be able to see it. Tazaki steps back a few steps
Mm-hmm.
and then changes
Okay.
shape to an addy.
So,
Yeah.
Jomin, in front of you, Tazaki takes a few steps back, and then his form changes, and his clothes and armor and his stuff stay on, but they've always been a bit. You could tell that the stuff he wore was a bit weirdly loose and ill-fitting. As he shapeshifts, they seem to slightly shift to adapt to his new form as he grows extra legs, and in front of you is a large, colourful spider. That's the size, bigger than you. This spider is the size of a cow. It's bigger than you for sure. It's a very big spider, and it stands before you where Tazaki was. They're very large, quite colourful as well.
Fear not.
And it speaks.
I am not going to hurt you. I am very friendly. As you know before, I told you before at that fountain that I don't like magic users because they attacked my family. My family were naddies. I miss them. Tazaki starts to tear up a bit.
The spider begins crying. How's Jomin gonna respond to this?
I miss them.
What? I wonder how Jomin's gonna respond. This is why we needed to tell this when someone's typing. It's always useful. Jomin looks up to Zaki with a look of sympathy and rubs his head, gives him head rubbies, or rubs on the head. Okay.
Thank you for the comfort. And Tazaki just changes back to human.
Yeah, so you shapeshift back into your human form. And there the two of you are. You poor Finn, I'm sorry. I know how you must feel. I lost my family too. You're my full support, my friend.
Tazaki will go over to Jomin and hug them.
Okay, you give Jomin a hug. Aww, this is wholesome. This is the most wholesome moment we've had in this campaign. I'm here for you and I will protect you, I swear it. And I ask my Lord Trud to guide you and protect you, my friend, says Jomin.
Well, thank you. We should get going back to the others now, though.
You're welcome. Yes, let's go back. Okay. So after a couple of minutes, you guys who are back there, Jomin and Tazaki both rejoin you. They both just come back. There's no obvious change or anything. You don't really know what they were talking about, but they are back now.
Hello. Not really much happened here. We're just chilling. What's the plan of action then?
What is your plan of action, indeed? Well, what is your guys' plan of action? What are you gonna do?
I think we try go north and find the kids.
Well,
Thank you. My foundry was a bit slow
yeah,
there.
it moved you through the wall. Okay. Well, Buhurt, are you actually there, or is your mic broken or something? Because I have not heard you.
I've been talking this entire time.
Pardon?
I think my mic was broken. I've been talking this entire time.
Okay, well, I can hear you now.
Okay.
So what have you been doing for the past 15 minutes when these conversations have been going on and so on? What's Buhurt been doing? Just chilling here?
Buha has been sat there in silence, wiping the blood off his blade and sharpening it.
Okay.
Are we finally ready to continue on?
Well, that's
I
very
reckon
much up to you guys. Are you ready?
Matilda's ready and climbs on Buhurt's back again after getting down to chill.
Okay. Well, which path do you guys want to take? The tours twist and turn a lot. There's plenty of paths.
Right, does anyone have a map so we can try and figure out where we are?
Also, you guys can make me perception checks as well.
Oh, great.
Let's see, that's a 20, that's a 20 from Matilda, and a 20 from Tazaki.
How did we both get the exact same die roll?
How did Tazaki get 2 nat 20s in a row? That's 13 from Jomin. Does Buhurt want to make a perception check?
Yeah, it's been loading.
That's 27. So Matilda, Buhurt, Zaki, you guys still do notice, so Buhurt notices first, that lying on the floor just before this bend, you do see an extinguished torch lying there. It looks fresh. There's still a little bit of smoke rising from it. It looks like it was extinguished very recently. You'd guess that perhaps this torch belongs to whoever snuck off to warn the others. It's lying just behind Tazaki here, so whoever carried it was going up this way. But you
Matilda says, everyone arm your weapons.
don't know what direction they went from here.
We'll have to shoot on. We need to hurry.
Matilda keeps her rather bloody javelin out.
Well, you said you wanted to look at the maps and stuff to try and get your position, yeah? So,
Oh yeah.
as you look, who's looking at the maps? Who's trying to pinpoint on the maps?
I think
Who
Matilda
actually
had
has
the
a
map.
map?
Okay, Matilda, you can make me a survival roll.
Okay.
Buha will also look at the map over Matilda's shoulder.
You can also make me a survival roll.
Tazaki will also have a look as well.
Then also make me a survival roll. Anyone who's working on the map. Okay. 18. So, Tazaki and Buhurt. Looking by the map, you're pretty sure that the Northway Passage that you can see here goes back up to where you came in, meaning that you've essentially gone around in a small circle. You can see from there's a few passages. It looks like the passage straight ahead of you should curve round and go up north towards what looks like a room on the map, some sort of small room. It looks like go further north there are more passages that go upwards, including the one up north and down a couple of turns looks to be the passage that leads to that weirdly empty space on the maps that you noticed before. The space on the maps that is completely empty, and just a few one of the tunnels leads to it and just ends. And that one looks to be up north and down a couple of turns. These are
Let's head north.
very twisty tunnels.
Shall we head north to that blank space? That's got to be the room where they're in.
Yeah. It's worth it, but I reckon keep your weapons close just in case there's an ambush from the cultists.
Of course, that goes without saying.
Alright, let's go up north then. Matilda climbs on Boohurt's back.
Okay, so as a group, you all agreed on going up north, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah. Let's go north.
well, I'll just move all your tokens together and move you as a group because it makes it easier. So, going. I have to. There we go. Move some of you into walls to get you all into a straight line. It's a bit faggy. So going up, you do indeed pass back past the room where you entered and get back up to that T-junction that you started at, where you see the bodies of the cultists that you had battled here before, and find yourselves at this T-junction, within which you can see two paths, one going the way the cultists were coming from, when you can just about see their bodies just to the edge of the light, and you remember they came from that those two cultists came from that direction. And there's another passage that you can see goes down and turns up northwards.
Do the others realise that we've already been around here?
You all realise that you've been here before. You can just about see the one of the dead bodies of the guys you killed.
Mm-hmm.
Though you do remember that person having a torch. There is no torch now, or if there is, it's gone out.
Matilda says, I remember that the directions were left and then right. So I think we should go left.
Well, it's sort of you in agree. If you're all in agreement of which direction you go, you gotta tell me.
Yep, that's probably the best way. Because from what I remember, there was a crossroads there, both turning, a lot of stuff. So, but this way left is the only place that doesn't really loop back on itself, I think.
I think Tazaki should lead the way because Tazaki has the torch.
Yeah, Jomin also has a glowing hand.
Yeah. Either Jomin or Tazaki should lead. It's up to you two who wants to lead.
I don't mind.
Well, so
Awesome.
you guys heading that way, eh? Is there anyone who doesn't want to go down the left path? If there is, speak now, or forever hold your peace.
This ain't a wedding.
Yeah, you never know. Matilda and Boohurt might want to marry at some point.
Aw. Well, is there anyone who doesn't want to go down the left path? The left path? I mean, not left path. Left path. I don't know if Boohurt's mic is broken again, or if Sword just is silent because he doesn't have a...
No, I'm happy with that.
Okay. So
I'm
you
happy with it
guys
as well.
head left, going down, and you see when you get to the end of the tunnel, you can see what is very much another tunnel that goes upwards. And moving all of your tokens at once in this time kind of space is always so awkward. All of your tokens are kind of gone mushed together. As you head into this space, you can see it's another tunnel that goes down a fair bit. It's so it goes down quite far so that even with the torch and the light, you still can't see the end. As you're going down, you reach another junction, a cross junction, with tunnels going all 4 directions. The way you came from, one continues north, one goes east, one goes west.
You know, all 4 directions, that is usually the definition of a cross junction.
Yeah, it's a cross junction. So you find yourselves at cross junction.
Did you say it was the left, Matilda?
Yeah, it was left,
Oh,
then
right.
right, then left.
Okay,
I reckon
so we
go
took
with whichever
the
ways
left.
north.
Right, so you guys want to go which way?
North,
You-
I think.
You want to keep going north? In the
I-
age of Jomin's light, you can just make out that northwards the tunnel continues north for some time into darkness, but there's also another turning about 30 feet ahead of you that goes east. About 35 feet ahead, you can just about make out another turn that goes east.
I'm gonna go right.
Okay. We can go right. I think we should all go the same route together. We can't split up.
We need to stay together.
Okay, so you all want to go right, do you?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys start heading to the right. You head downwards, down the right path. Well, whether it's the correct path is yet to be seen. You get to another T-junction. You can see a tunnel appears that goes down and curves. That goes down south and curves to the east. Another east tunnel and north.
Right, which way do we go now?
You're the one with the map.
I think north, maybe.
Yeah,
Because that's the direction I remember. It
From
was
your
the right
earlier
and left
rolls,
and
you're
right and
pretty
left.
sure that north here should connect with the tunnel that you decided not to take earlier, and does go towards the empty space on the map.
Are we heading to the empty space, everyone?
Yes. Onwards.
Okay,
And it's north, I'm pretty sure, so left.
northwards then. So, heading northwards, you don't go very far north before you find yourselves once again at another empty tunnel, and some of you have moved through walls, which is an error, but as you find yourselves at yet another crossroads and following it around, and gradually following the maps from this crossroads and taking a small turn. Yeah, exactly would have reloaded. It's good enough. As you follow follow the tunnel, the only possible direction that won't lead you back to somewhere you've been, you finally find yourself standing outside another sewer door. You can see up ahead of you, finally, a large steel sewer door entrance right ahead of you. There is indeed a spin handle on this side of the door. There should be a spin handle on both sides, really. And you are here at the door at last. This, according to the maps, is where the big empty space on the map was, right behind this door. So, party. It's up to you. What are you doing as you get here? Or perhaps, what are you guys doing? You've gone to the door.
Do we just break in, or do we have some logic to it?
Just charge in. We don't have time to waste.
Okay then.
So, who's taking the lead? Who's going to take the lead here and be the one to open the door? Dave can do it if necessary, if you want to volunteer.
Out her spear.
Pardon?
Matilda takes out the blooded spear.
Okay, you take out your spear. Who's going to? So you've just got the spear out.
Mhm.
Okay. So who's going to take the lead on the door? Who's going to open it? Jomin will do it. Okay. So Jomin, you take the lead. You grab hold of the handle, and it moves surprisingly unresistant. It moves very smoothly as you turn. The door.
Maybe keep an eye behind us, just in case they're sneaking up.
The door
You
opens
never know what
before
these
you.
cultists are like, the sneaky beasts.
Yeah. As the door opens before you into the room. And that, I think, is where we shall leave this off for today. It's a little early, but I know what's behind this door, and it's definitely going to take more time than we
early by only 4 minutes. Early by only 4 minutes. That's
I mean,
fine.
we normally end. No, we end about 9:30, don't we? Before normally, or is it 9?
Do we? I don't know.
But yeah, we'll end it here for today. We've been live for almost 2 hours. So we will end there at the door, and hopefully next week we'll have Dave back as well, and we'll have a full party heading into what is going to happen behind this door. So we will end it there for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope everyone had fun. Thank you.
I know I had fun.
Yeah, thank you
It
to
was a
our
lot of
viewers
fun.
once again for popping it on, and we'll see everybody next week. So until then, everyone, goodbye.
But also don't forget to donate.
Yeah, and if you don't donate for us, just seek out the charity themselves and donate directly to them, because they deserve it.
It's a very good charity.
Yeah.
They help people with cancer to live their life.
Yes, it's a very important, very worthwhile charity.
Yes, and this charity really hits home to Diddy, to Dragon here.
So we're going to say goodbye there. Thank you very much for coming along, and we will see you next time. So until then, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.